Dr. Innocent Chukwuma.
Well, my name is Chief Dr. Innocent Chukwuma. I don't know there is any other one. I'm the last born and I have so many brothers. They helped me, everybody take care of me, everybody give me advice, everybody guided me. So I didn't just walk out and start. I have brothers. And I have a senior brother, my immediate senior brother, called Gabriel. He took me as his son. He did everything that somebody can do to his son to me. So with him, I didn't feel the death of my father. He did everything to make sure I succeed in life. Even up to today, he still guides me.
No doubt, the pride of Anambra's industrialization drive is the establishment of what is unarguably Nigeria's first indigenous auto manufacturing plant. Taking advantage of Governor B's economic policies, this plant is sited in Nnewi. The production plant's foundation stone was laid by Governor Peter Obi and commissioned by His Excellency Goodluck Jonathan, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
The day it was, Jonathan visited the factory, the day he commissioned the factory, and he was so happy that Nigeria can do such factory in Nigeria, and he was so happy, and he gave us a lot of encouragement. He gave us a lot of encouragement that makes us to be marveled to develop it more. Because when you are doing things and you see that your government is happy, you will try to do it more so that they will be more happy.
Today, pickup trucks, mini and luxurious buses are manufactured here, with a chassis and entire body parts fabricated from flat metal sheets. The headlights, bumpers and interiors are also manufactured and fabricated in Nigeria. The federal and Anambra state governments have placed orders for hundreds of units of several of the vehicles, some of which are already part of the success story.
When there is problem in the road, access to the factory, the governor told me no problem, because that time we are worried no motor can be able to enter the factory. The governor said that we should not worry, that he'll make the road. In the next few months, he make the road to the factory. When we started, and he see that the production is going well, the governor said, "Can we? Are we producing now?" I say yes. He give us order over 500 units to encourage the factory. That's the first order we have, and he give the second order after that. He have given us up to 4 orders since we started the factory, and he's giving us a large order, keeping the factory busy.
It's a modest town with motorcycles everywhere you look. But Nnewi in Anambra State has more billionaires per capita than anywhere else in Nigeria, according to Forbes. The story of the billions cannot be told without talking automotive vehicles, and many of the town's wealthy were made here at the motorcycle markets. It's at the heart of the town, and you'll find everything here, from parts to imported whole bikes and locally assembled ones. One of Nnewi's biggest businessmen and manufacturers, Innocent Chukwuma, has a history with motorcycles.
I started by trading on motorcycle spare parts. After motorcycle spare parts, I start on assembling of motorcycle. I start motorcycle assembling. I'm the first indigenous motorcycle assembling plant in Nigeria. From 150,000 they are selling motorcycle, I make the price to come down to 60,000. The idea abroad that I check the other people, they are bringing motorcycle in crates. They will put about 36 units in 140 feet container. But when because of my idea, I have an idea of the spare parts, I decided to bring it in knockdown pieces, everything in pieces. When we come down here, we use local mechanics to assemble them. By then, we pack about 220 in one container. So the price also almost half of their own, because all their expenses is on 36. But we are doing expenses on 230 and 220. So it makes the price to drop almost 50% on that aspect. Later, I discovered again that motorcycle have a lot of plastic components. That is why I build plastic plant in Enugu. Immediately I build plastic plant in Enugu, I make the plastic component local. The price drop more.
Today, His conglomerate has diversified to manufacturing, employing more than 7,000 people with a plan to add another 3,000. There is a large plastic factory in Enugu and a vehicle manufacturing plant in Nnewi, the first in Nigeria.
And many people in Nigeria are thinking we are doing assembling, but we are not assembling, we are manufacturing. We buy components from those who make the components. Even anyone they make in Nigeria, we buy them, and also bring the one they made outside, and get them together here.
11,000 vehicles have been produced here, and his biggest client is the Nigerian military, for which he makes according to specification.
No. Motor manufacturing have one system. You cannot go to shortcuts. If you go to shortcut, you can't get it.
It's hardly a rosy start or a smooth ride for the billionaires in this town, who are products of a form of apprenticeship, perfected after the Nigerian Civil War of the late 60s. In its simplest form, a young boy will be sent to live with and understudy a trader, usually a relative or clan member, for about 7 years. He will be housed, fed and clothed by the trader, but not necessarily paid. His reward will come at the end of the internship in the form of seed capital for his own business.
Thank you very much. Well, I started business like others. I started business when I'm very young. Wow. Because I didn't have opportunity to go to university. I started learning business from child.
That was as early as when?
As early as 18 years. I started with motorcycle spare parts. From motorcycle spare parts and joint motor spare parts.
Wow.
Yes. So that's why I'm into this field. I started when I'm young.
That's interesting.
Yes. Okay, let me tell you the history very well so that I can understand it. When I come out of school, my brother took me to his own shop where he's selling medicine shop. And I worked with him for some time, and he found out that I have a quality that he will invest in me. He took me to Pius Madaka, the senior brother of course Cherish. Senior brother of course trained me on motorcycle spare parts. And after I learned the motorcycle spare parts, my brother bring money from his own shop and established the business for me. Because of my brother established for me, I learned from Pius Madaka for 7 months.
7?
And captured the system, and my brother bring money out. Madaka did not establish for me. My brother bring money and establish for me. Motivation is this. I'm into motorcycle spare parts after joining motor spare parts, and I study motorcycle and develop motorcycle, make the price of when people are using second-hand motorcycle. When I develop motorcycle assembling, I make the price of motorcycle to be very cheap, from 150,000 to 60,000. I have shipped it on motorcycle. Then I feel I can do the same thing on motor.
Wow.
So today, what I want to do is to bring the price of motor not less than 1 million naira. Because when I started, $1 is 150 naira. I plan to sell the cheapest motor 800 to 1 million naira. Before I finish to design the motor and get it out, now that one I want to sell 800 to 1 million naira. It's now 13 million. Because $1 is 1,500 instead of 150 naira. So that's why motor is expensive. We have developed motor that motor will be very cheap if the exchange rate does not go far, because we must buy the engine abroad and certain things abroad. So minus that, I make the mark to bring the price of motor to 1 million naira.
So tell me what the automobile industry of your dream is. That industry that you dream about every time you sleep and that you want to see one day.
Well, what I want is to see my vehicle all over Africa, not only in Nigeria. My interest is for Africa. My interest is for Africa. All the Africa use my motor. Like now, Mali people have bought about 400 vehicles from me. Some other African countries are also applying to buy. So I believe in near future, my car will be all Africa.
There are rumors making the rounds that there are some issues you have, with the government. I don't know whether you want to clear the air about these rumors. There are rumors about forgery and all that. Do you want to clear the air about this?
Oh, good. I don't have any problem with the government. It is Guaranteed Trust Bank went into my account and debited me about 780 million. When I discover, I took them to court. I took them court. When I discovered, they agreed that they took 560 million. You understand? By lawful charges. So they agreed to pay me back with 7%. I say, the time I seek loan from them, I paid them 22%. They will pay me the same 22%. They disagreed. Then I took them to court, and I went to court and defeated them in Federal High Court. The total money they're supposed to pay me from Federal High Court is 4-point-something billion. They went to appeal court. The appeal court stayed them to pay the money in appeal court. They went to Supreme Court. Now we're in the Supreme Court in that one. The other time, I have some containers of CKD, motorcycle CKD. It was sold auction without any reason. I went to court, and the court gave the order for them to pay me my money, 2-point-something billion. The customer has money in Guarantee Trust bank account. So Guarantee refused to pay because I get an order, garnish order and absolute order for Guarantee to pay me the money. Guarantee refused to pay. Went to appeal. Appeal court also give them order to pay. They went to Supreme Court. All the cases in the Supreme Court. So with that, the Guarantee is owing me about 8 billion. So because of they owe me about 8 billion, they went to appeal court, tell the court that they swear affidavit submitted to the court said that if they pay me my 8 billion, they will collapse. You understand? Is this taking money, people money, that it makes them to stand? They say that if they pay me the 8 billion, they will collapse. But I don't believe that. Let them pay me my money. If they don't have the money to pay, let them give me a share of their bank. Then I will help them. The bank will not collapse.
So those are that's the controversy going
yes, that's
on.
the thing. So now they lodged to Supreme Court. The whole matter is in the Supreme Court. But now, when they see if they're trying to forge so many things, say I forge, it's lie. No government is not fine me. The whole thing they're saying that government is fine me to arrest me that I forge, it's lies. Such things is not happening. I'm in the court with them, and the people that own me. If they know I forge, why can't they bring it in the court? You understand? When they say we forge shipping documents, I tell them, they release shipping documents for me and endorse it to me and register in their register. When the EFC tell them to bring the register, they say the register get burned. How can their register get burned? Their register is there. They don't want to bring it out. Because if they bring it out, they know where they won't be saying that. Because when they release shipping document, there is register in the register. Like the name of the person who picked the document. Everything is in that register. They agreed to bring the register, but they find out the whole thing is there. You understand? They say the register was burned. Which day do you hear Guarantee Trust Bank burned? Are there any news that the Guarantee Trust Bank has burned? So how can the register burn? So they know what they are doing. You understand?
All right, last, let me ask you one thing that you know about yourself.
Yes.
That a lot of people do not know, but you want to tell them today.
Yes.
What is that thing that you know about yourself, but you like to share with Nigerians?
Well, myself, I know that I'm like to be straightforward. I like to, when you deal with me, I like to tell you the truth. And that's why many people want to deal with me. That's the secret. When you are dealing with people, and people will come back tomorrow with you, shows that you are telling them the right thing. If the business is growing, all of us will be growing together. So that's why all the banks will try to make sure business they are managing is growing. So if our business grows, that's the banks I'm using will grow.
Thank you.
I assure you that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes.